Silver wave, you stand and cheer the brave.
Skål, Vikings, let's win this game. Skål, Vikings, honor your name. Go get that first down, then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em. Fight, 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 fight.
Before me and you met each other, T-Lo was already, putting me on. He was like, "Oh, it's this dude named Pat. He's gonna talk so much shit. He's a fucking
talk so much shit. Grew up in it.
Yeah, bro. And honestly, it wouldn't make the group fun if you ain't had a couple people to argue with.
I know, yeah. I try to stir the pot a little bit,
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I try to stir the pot a little bit.
I mean,
people uncomfortable every now and then. It's good for the soul, bro.
It got to.
Sometimes though, like people do be taking it like super personal and shit. But like I don't go there. Like it's never like I smoke too much damn weed to like even like, oh, this dude like really hates me. Like I don't even really know. Like
I don't even fucking know you to hate.
I don't even fucking care. You know what I mean? Like I'm in Denver, you're there, I'm here. Your bet, you don't affect my bag, I don't affect your bag. It's all love, man. Like let's just fucking talk shit. Who cares?
Hello, everybody, and welcome again to the King of the North podcast. Got my boy James
Patrick,
and you already know it's me, Hothead. We're about to talk this sports shit, and today we really gonna get on and talk about who gonna be the King of the North. OTA starting up. We're about to get into the finals. Hockey. It's a lot of trades going on for teams that's trying to make that run. You got baseball,
playoffs.
Baseball getting
playoffs in the midst of it.
So let's get to it. Basketball, number one, first thing on the list.
Got to.
We got Mavericks. We got Mavericks and Celtics. Who you got? Give me your prediction, and then we'll get deeper into it.
Man, first of all, two teams that I don't think really thought that they were gonna be in this position. I mean, I know Boston was, they were tops of the Eastern Conference, but if Giannis is healthy, if some other guys are healthy, that's a tough road out of the East. I don't know. So I mean, Boston, and Dallas is just good to beat. I mean, great season. Positioned themselves perfectly at the end of the year with the seeding for like their matchups. I mean, they had a really nice road. But for me, I got Boston in 7 because of the storyline for the NBA. I think it would be good for the NBA, for viewership, for all that. Kyrie, Luka, amazing. Luka's gonna get a chip. Kyrie's right there. I mean, he's one of the best they call him point guard. I know that.
Yeah.
But like, man, bro, I like Boston. I like their depth. They're getting Kristaps Porzingis back. They got 2 point guards off the bench that can get a bucket. They can roll Derek White off the bench if they need to, and they can go bigger.
Oh, yeah.
I think they can match up well with Dallas. I think Dallas is top heavy. But as far as the championship goes, I got Boston in 7. Boston in 7. Just for that reason. I think Tatum and Brown.
I feel you. Hey, bro.
If not now, win, bro. They've fallen short how many times.
Absolutely. But me personally, I gotta go with Kyrie, number one. I'm a diehard Kyrie fan, and I'm not gonna lie. A little bit of this is biasness. I'm not gonna lie. My son, I name my 8-year-old. His middle name is Kyrie. Kyrie.
Yeah.
I named him. My oldest, I named him after my favorite football player, Marshawn Lynch. So
beast mode.
Big beast mode fan. Kyrie, I'm rocking with Kyrie, and
I'm rooting for him for sure.
And the reason for it is everybody kept saying that Kyrie wasn't the reason for LeBron winning the championship. All of LeBron sexuals out there. So
That's a
for
good
me,
point.
it
didn't think of
opens
that.
up the storyline that
There
Kyrie
is.
can do it without LeBron James. He can
Good
do it
point, bro.
without KD. He can do it without a James Harden. Putting the team together is just him and Luka, and these are the only two with a couple role players, and they rolled through. Because honestly, I thought I didn't see the Mavs getting past them. I
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh no. Yeah. If the Mavs play Denver, if if Minnesota didn't upset them, because Minnesota's a great
Bro,
matchup. I mean, all
bro,
year, Minnesota
literally,
has had Denver's number
Minnesota was
all
that
year.
team, but
That
I just
team,
never
though.
had faith in them because you got Rudy Gobert, who's a great defender
Yeah.
inside the paint, but you can't take him perimeter. And then like we got to stop this bullshit that he's the defensive player. Anybody 7'1", he should have fucking 12, 13
Right.
rebounds, fucking 6-7 blocks. Like this is what he should
Yeah.
do. But
Bro, and the thing is, with how many shots are being taken down in the NBA, there's so many more shots from even just like the early to mid 2000s. I remember they had NBA Game 6 in 2002 between the Lakers and the Sacramento Kings, and it was 73-73 going into the last 2 minutes of a fourth quarter game with Shaq and Kobe.
bro, let's be real.
Like,
Michael
they're taking
Jordan, the
so
number
many
one.
more shots.
Michael Jordan and the number one Jazz. I think the score was like 83-81. Like it was stuff like that, bro. Like, come on, like people they weren't putting up that. Now you got guys shooting 22 fucking 3-pointers in one game. Like
for me, that award, that's one of those things where like accolades. Some people overvalue those accolades sometimes. Where there's 6 men, like defensive player of the year, bro. There's no defense. How do you have a defensive player of the year award when nobody's playing? You can't even hand check. What are we talking about?
What defense is really being played? Let's be real.
I will say this, man. Tatum and Brown are going to have a problem defensively with that 2-man game with Luka and Kyrie.
I'm keeping it real. If they're going
to have to solve.
If they really want to win, you got to put Tatum on Luka, and you got to hope and pray Jaylen Brown has a great game against Kyrie.
Don't go off. Can Nick Anderson guard? Or is that his name, Nick Anderson?
I'm being real, bro. And this is non-biased.
Because I'm not super familiar with Dallas.
I don't think nobody in the NBA can guard Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. His handle's insane.
Bro.
He can lay it up any way he wants to.
When I heard them ask Allen Iverson, who did he feel had the better crossover, him or Kyrie? He said Kyrie.
He said Kyrie. I seen that. Yeah.
He said Kyrie. And he was like, yeah,
That's
Kyrie,
tough,
bro.
That's tough.
Bro, we talking, and then like I can name a lot of greats who had ball handling abilities. Yeah. And these are in times when you couldn't really, because a lot of let's be real, they have changed the rules. You're really carrying the ball. When you do this, it's carry.
As soon as the ball, exactly. Yeah.
It's carry. But
my dad was just talking about that the other day too.
Bro, it's all carries. It's all carries and a lot of travel. If we go back to regular ball, it'll be a lot of travels and a lot of carries going on.
Oh yeah. Well, and that the fouls would be, the game style is, and the game is called so differently now. And back in the day, up until like the mid 2000s, there was only 2 officials on the court.
Yep.
So
not what is
they're not calling as much. They're not calling as much. Mm-hmm. So it was like, I don't know, for me, this era, bro, like certain players, James Harden, Paul George, Kevin Durant, they play, their game style is molded how after the NBA calls the game for them. Mm-hmm. Like you get a foul now if a dude is in your landing area. You know what I mean? How many more shots over the course of 82 games? Oh, it might only happen once a game. Okay, fine. But if it happens, 65 times in the course of an 82-game season.
That's the Kawhi rule.
What's that?
The landing area, that's the Kawhi rule.
Yeah, that landing area. That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought it was for James Harden, bro. Because James Harden, with that little side when he jumps off to the side and creates eye contact, it's like that's what he's doing. And
So trash.
I don't know, man.
So trash.
It's so bad. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong,
But I
James.
got Boston in 7, bro.
James Harden can
Just
hoop,
for
but
the
James Harden
yeah.
can hoop, but he's not that fucking dude. Like he's
Not. He's really not. He to me he's mid. He's a good piece. But
great.
for his contract, how much you're paying him, it's
No.
like I don't know. I don't think the production matches the money.
He's not $100 million dude. He's more like a 70, 60, 70 million
At this point. He had promise though when he was early on in Houston.
Yeah, but let's be real. He was at the line 20 times a game.
Yeah.
Anytime he shot,
Yeah.
he jumped into you. He going to
Yeah.
the line. And if he hit that shot, let's be real, he hit a lot of
It's a 4-point. Absolutely.
A lot of 4-point plays, bro. A lot of 4-point plays. LeBron James and Bronny, what's your thoughts on that?
You know, I've seen a lot of discourse back and forth in the locker room, shout out locker room. With all that. And like for me, it's tough, man, because like I get it, like you're a parent at the end, like you're a parent, bro. Like I'm not a parent, but like you want to see your kid, you want to give your kid every opportunity, no matter what your name is or how much money you got. You just want to see them,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean, be successful. And if you can like use like your name and power to like help your kid, build your kid's image up and do all that's fine. But like for me, where it gets met,
You good. Go ahead. My fault.
all right. What gets me is like when the media steps in and it's like, I know the media has a job. We're trying to get into the media and all that. And like the take game and everybody has to have a take on it. It's like, if he's a second round pick, you know what I mean? Like there's going to be people regardless saying, oh, this guy's taking somebody's, roster spot when somebody can be better in that position. But it's like, man, I don't know, bro. Like I'm indifferent on it because like I think it'd be cool. Like I think it's cool as like a parent-son type of thing. I think it would be cool for the NBA to have LeBron James and Bronny James on the court together playing in a game. I think it would get viewership. I think it would help the league. So I'm pro that for sure. But like at the end of the day, it's a grown man's game, and he's gonna, your name puts a target on your back, bro. And there's some fucking killers in the league that if they can make a bag off you, man, I don't think that's why he went to the G League, bro. He goes down there,
bro. He gonna get exposed down there for real.
The Infinite team. I can't remember what the name of it is. There's a team out there in the G League that got.
That's the team that Amen. What is his name? Amen Thompson. Wasn't he on that or?
Oh yeah,
one of them.
Yeah,
man, that team was devastating.
That's
bro.
bad. They got some bad boys on there, bro. And I think he goes in there. I mean, what do you really do in college? For me, it's hard, man. But like, I'd like to see it just because I think it would be funny. The narratives would be elite. The talk show, we'd have some great content to be able to make off that. Bronny gets dunked on, but this is my thing too, man. Does Bronny James's legacy affect LeBron James's legacy if he still plays a couple years into the league, where it diminishes?
I would say no. Okay. Because for me,
I'm interested to see how that plays out. Like, oh, you hyped up the son.
For me, LeBron James' career is already tarnished. He already got some stains.
That's interesting to hear.
And
yeah,
and reason,
I mean, but who doesn't?
I no, exactly. I would never take that from. Everybody got holes, but the thing is, this is where the tarnishness came in. You went to you came from Cleveland. You honestly were about to build something straight because a lot of people are like, oh well, he didn't really have a team. Well, for those who don't know, he had Larry Hughes, he had Eric Snow. Those were at those times. Eric Snow was just a solid point guard that you just needed to get the ball up the court.
He played with Iverson back in the day.
Yeah, you got Eric Snow. Larry Hughes was what top 10 pick. If I'm not.
You talking about LeBron? Who he played with?
LeBron James. Larry.
Would he have them like early Cleveland years?
2003, 2004 when he came.
Okay.
He had.
But I mean, like he didn't have no like legitimate star next. I wouldn't say.
No, he didn't. I mean, Larry Hughes honestly could have been that star because Larry.
He's nice, but I mean, I don't know.
But I mean,
Who was dude that they had that was a beast before LeBron? Man, I was trying to remember because I seen a clip. He was real good too. I don't think it was Karan Butler. Was it Karan? What?
they had
Oh, man.
Karan Butler was cold, but did Karan Butler play? Hold on, let's.
Before LeBron James got there, they had a bad dude that was a point guard, but they had to trade him because LeBron, because they
Uh,
got LeBron or whatever. I can't remember though. Keep going. My bad, bro.
no, you good, bro. You say
I
he
mean, but Boobie
played
Gibson, that
before?
'07 team, I don't know. Yeah, it was like before LeBron James got there. He had a cold ass. The Cavs. I remember a game where they had like the baby blue and orange jerseys, and he went off for like 40. I can't remember what his name was though.
I'm trying to find out for you. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it.
Ricky Davis.
Is it Byron? No,
Ricky
it's not
Davis.
Byron.
DeJuan
Maybe.
Wagner.
No, no.
Darius Miles.
D Miles. We going back with that one.
Hey, this
That one.
this the
Something
season, right?
Richardson.
Huh?
Is there a Richardson on there?
Nah, ain't
No,
no Richardson on this one.
might be Davis. I'm thinking of.
1 second. I'm about to. It was probably Ricky Davis because Ricky Davis was a solid player, bro. Hold on, let me share my screen. So you got Carlos Boozer the loser, Tierre Brown, Bimbo Coles, Ricky Davis, who was supposed to have been that guy.
Carlos Boozer was on that team, and
Yeah.
how was Boozer not on there when they drafted Brown?
Oh, Boozer was on there when they drafted Brian.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. This is the year before Brian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the year
Okay.
before Brian. Now I can go to Brian's year.
Interesting. Oh yeah, he did have Carlos. Why am I
Carlos,
tripping? I remember didn't what Carlos Boozer was also in Chicago at one
yes,
point. So
towards the end of his career.
nah, I'm not thinking of Ricky Davis. He's too old. He was a young cat that was on those young team. It was a younger guy that was on the Cavs teams before Brown got there. That was pretty good. Jeff McKinnis.
This is what Brian on here. So this is what they put around Brian.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of ass, bro. JB Bremer, come on now.
He say JB Bremer.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I don't know who most of these fucking guys.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Only person I know on here was DeJuan Wagner, and he was a
DeJuan Wagner.
He was a dog.
Zildrunas Selgauskas, Brian loved him too. Bro.
Hey, he was a
He used to give him
bro.
some dimes though.
He was a dog.
He was tough, bro. He was tough. I remember him too.
was just trash. He was a dog.
Nah, he had some shit for you, bro. He was European, bro. He didn't fuck around.
Yeah. Ricky Davis.
I guess I just don't remember when Carlos Boozer on them early Cavs teams with Braun. I don't remember that.
This is when Carlos Boozer left and they traded him for Drew Gooden.
That's ass, bro.
Yeah.
That's kind of that. You took an L on that one, I think.
This team is ass.
Yeah, that's terrible, bro.
Sorry.
Boobie Gibson, come on.
Okay.
Now.
Hey, Boobie saved his ass, bro. Don't do that.
Boobie Gibson.
Boobie.
Hey, that I think that was like the finals here. But dude, that East Finals against the Pistons, the year after they won the chip.
See, Larry Hughes.
Top marks for Bron, bro. He went at them boys, bro.
Larry Hughes. It was Bron. Ilgauskas. You had Damon Jones pushing point guard.
Luke Jackson.
And then you had Sasha.
Scroll down for me.
You had say it up.
Oh, I got it. Never mind. I got it.
You need me to zoom in?
You good? Nah, you straight. I got it. Yeah.
And then you had
Eric Snow.
Eric
Anderson
Snow.
Varejao.
He wasn't the Varejao that he was.
Damon Jones was straight. Damon Jones
was straight, bro.
I fucked with Damon Jones. He had no defense though.
No defense, but he can shoot that thing.
He can shoot
And I
that thing,
remember
bro.
that
He'll let
lineup
it fly.
because the lineup was Damon Jones, Larry Hughes, LeBron James, Ilgauskas was
Big man. Yeah,
at center,
Gauskas. Yeah,
and
center.
then you had Drew Gooden. No,
Yeah.
at first it was Drew Gooden, and then they
Yeah,
switched
they
Drew Gooden
substituted.
to Danielle
Yeah.
Marshall.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Bro. And this is the team that I think this is the team that almost went to the championship.
Well,
Yep.
they went. They did go to the chip. What year was that? What year is that? 06?
I think this was the year. Yeah, 06. I believe this is the year that they
Yeah.
what was their record? 50-32
Yeah,
again.
they lost. Yeah, they lost to the Spurs in the finals.
Yep.
They beat the Pistons in the East. I remember that. I was pumped, bro. I was at my A school in the Navy when that series was going down. That was the first series I got to watch because I was in boot camp that year.
Mm.
And that like going into like that previous year before, and then like the finals is in June. I was in boot camp like that October,
This
November.
year right
Huh.
here, they
Yep.
went, they had a brick. And people can say what they want to. They had a brick. It was Ilgauskas, Danielle Marshall.
They had Anderson Varejao on the court when they wanted to go super big.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's when LeBron
He
James.
could he had that drop step up and under for you too. Varejao did in the
Uh-huh.
post,
And this
but
was
he was
everybody
awful
was
on defense. He couldn't guard his position. David Wesley, bottom of the bench. Yeah, but I mean, like Boston right around that
but my
time
boy,
started
yeah,
getting
they don't
really
even got
good,
him
bro.
on here. Don't do
Who?
him like that because he was on the team.
Who?
Delonte West.
Oh yeah, he was on there. Where's he at? They do him do bogus.
Or was it 8? Was it 7, 8?
Yeah, I think he might have been on there in 08, 09.
Here you go. Boom.
Ben
Bro.
Wallace.
3 years in the league and bro, gone after this. How did
Yeah,
this
man.
how did this season turn out for them? Second round, knocked out.
Yeah, to the Boston set. That's when Braun ripped his jersey off.
Yep.
Said, "Peace. I'm taking my talents to South Beach, baby."
It's over with.
Wild times, dude.
All because
All that just to beat Kobe. That's crazy.
this guy was fucking his mama, allegedly.
Bruh, allegedly don't sue us.
That's why I said allegedly.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But
I
then
heard Braun's mom was out there like that though.
hey, but think about it. She been single all them years trying to work, get LeBron. Yeah, she trying to get that. She trying to get that
She
kitty.
was young too. I mean, like she had
And she
Braun
was
young.
good
So
looking. Let's
yeah,
not
she was straight. Yeah,
let's not act like his mama
yeah.
was
She was
ugly.
she was right.
She was very good looking.
She was cougar.
She was
She was
trying to get
cougar,
that
man.
kitty cat scratch
I
once.
swear. I swear, man. We're all humans.
Beat the Bulls 4-1. Lost
Man,
to the
dude.
Boston.
And
So
man, that series pissed me off too,
I
bro.
was so pissed. And this is when
Fucking
Brian
Bulls,
Brown
bro.
broke their heart, boy. And they went and got Jamario Moon thinking that he was gonna do it.
Man. Oh my god. Fucking
Yeah,
Chicago
buddy.
Bulls.
Brian Brown broke their
Fucking
heart, bro.
off. Fucking awful, dude. What are the Bulls doing? And then and then they treated Derrick Rose like, man, come on, man. I felt bad, bro, but I knew it just wasn't gonna be the same when he came back. When he came back too.
Bro, and we look at the team, bro. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Nobody in the world can say that, like, oh, LeBron, he started from nothing. He ain't had no real team. Cause watch this, bro. This is the
I
Chicago.
mean, but compared to the teams that were winning chips, bro, he really did. You know, you look at the Lakers and the Celtics and the Spurs, you know, teams that were winning like that back then.
So
They didn't have nothing.
this is
They
the
couldn't
Bulls
compete
record.
with this, bro.
This is the Bulls team without Derrick Rose.
That's awful.
We should have kept Shannon Brown though.
Facts. That's facts for sure.
Then we go boom. We go get Derrick Rose and go 500.
Captain Kirk, baby. Hey, they generous 6'4" with Captain Kirk. That dude would.
Bro, that nigga
He was
6'2".
barely 5'11".
See, look, Larry Hughes came to the Bulls and was solid.
But he
Look,
was just he was just like a vet that by
yeah, just a solid player. Bro, this team, look at this team, bro.
yeah, cool. Yeah.
This team
Noah was the man. I
garbage.
mean, it's straight because of Derrick Rose.
Yeah, he the only him, Lou Aldane, and Joakim Noah was the
But you
energy.
can't use Larry Hughes for fucking Braun when you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, Joakim Noah. I mean, Joakim. I'm drunk, so fuck. I might be
Yeah,
pronouncing his name wrong, but
that Joakim.
he was a dog. I mean, I don't know.
He had his days
But
at that.
LeBron was the best player in the league at that point. So it's
Absolutely.
like,
Bro, fucking
him and Kobe, 1 and 2.
Gennaro Pargo, AC Law,
AC
Lindsey
Law. I
Hunter,
remember that motherfucker, bro.
James Johnson,
Tyrus Thomas. Get that dude off my fucking
Tyrus
screen
Thomas,
right now, man. We should have had my boy.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. I forgot who. Man,
Don't worry about it. I
that's
got you, bro.
awful.
That's what we here.
Man, that's awful, bro. That's awful.
But yeah, bro.
That's awful.
LeBron.
Worst trade, probably top 2 worst trade in the history of the NBA. Getting rid of Lamar, trading LaMarcus Aldridge's rights for Tyrus Thomas. But they had that run in the NBA final in the NCAAs.
Bro, don't get me wrong. Tyrus Thomas could jump out the gym and would dunk the shit out you.
Had all the measurables.
But that's it. That's it.
And you don't play the game like that.
Couldn't shoot, couldn't block, couldn't do nothing. But he had
can't guard, can't. Yeah, wasn't good. He had a couple putbacks that made you go wow, but that was about it.
Oh yeah.
I remember a putback he had on.
You catch a putback now, you'd be like, oh, but
yeah, that ain't gonna win.
Yeah, Tyrus Thomas, man, that was a waste of a trade, bro.
What do you think about Bronny and James? What? How do you think that's gonna play out?
It's not gonna play out.
You don't think he's gonna get drafted?
He'll get drafted based on who the likely father. But as far as me saying like, oh, Bronny James, he gonna come to the NBA and make a
fucking God.
He'll be somebody who sit on the bench. He'll come in and get a little bit of tick, and when he get in, his daddy gonna make him look good. But once Bron gone, he gonna get exposed. LeBron gonna be like, don't get me wrong, I think he's gonna be a solid role player, but I don't see Bronny James as being like this powerhouse.
No.
So personally, if you really want me to tell you, I think Bryce James is gonna have a way better.
I heard he's gonna be good. I heard he's gonna be good.
5,
what year is he in right now?
Going into his junior year, I believe.
Junior year, okay.
Junior or this.
But for me, I mean, bro, like, look, dude, if Bronny James can get like average a triple single, like 9.75, I mean,
oh, he'll be solid.
I mean, that ain't. I mean, that's what Lonzo Ball's career averages is, and everybody loves him.
As of right now, Lonzo Ball, shit, it ain't looking good.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a Lonzo Ball guy.
It's all good. I understand.
I'm not a Lonzo Ball guy. I think that's a trophy kid to the definition of.
So this kid is a junior. Bryce James is a junior.
Yeah, how tall is he?
Let me get height.
Is he going college or is he going right to the NBA?
6'6", 180 pounds.
6'6". Okay.
Yep, at 6, and
that's working with something.
Yeah,
he's working with something.
Yeah.
6'6", 200 basically.
Can we check his stats? Let's see what his stats are right now.
Where's he play? He goes to Sierra, man.
Sierra.
Fucking Cubs sucks so bad, bro.
Yeah, they pissed.
Ellie Dela Cruz is a beast.
Bryce James has a offer for Ohio State and whatever that school is. I don't know that school. Class of 2025, 3-star student.
3-star?
3-star.
That's crazy.
Hey.
It's competition out there, though. I think the AAU game is messing with these kids, man. I don't fuck with AAU like that.
Hey, that's the only way that these kids eating now in AAU.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Now with football,
it's like, man,
youth football is travel. If you ain't doing travel league,
right? Yeah,
kind of over for you.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I don't like that because it doesn't. You played, man. I know I learned more practicing than I ever did playing in the game. And for me, I've seen it so much of baseball where it's like same thing. If you're not doing travel, AAU, you triple SA travel, it's not going to happen. If you're not playing club baseball or going to these academies or going to do, hitting camps in Florida or Arizona, you're just not going to get an offer. You know what I mean? And it's like, but they play so many games. And these AU, basketball kids, they're playing 15 fucking tournaments.
Yeah, and then
over the course of a summer, and it's like, bro, like, and the game is just one-on-one. It's your turn to get a shot off. It isn't even actual real basketball. It's like, I don't know, man. It's so watered down. There's so many bad coaches out there too that think they're good because they watch fucking sports. It's like, man, you're not, yelling at the kids thinking they're gonna turn into something that you want them to because you have this vision in their head. It's like, man, bro, like, for me, man, get out, go to the YMCA. If you're 15 years old, stop playing AAU, go to every fucking men's run you possibly can, and play against some fucking adults, and be around stronger men than you, and learn how to play against grown men who can close out. Even if you just have to tell them, hey, I'm just going to be a spot up. I want you to close out on me. And you can just work on your craft like that. Seeing a grown man close out on you and then you're going to go play a 15-year-old, it's not even going to be a competition for you. That's why Kobe got so good at such a young age. He's 14 years old playing against French professionals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all these European guys, it's like, how are we not seeing it? Derrick Rose grew up playing adults, hooping in the West Side for fucking money so his family can eat.
Yeah, on the South Side.
That dude was a teenager playing against grown ass men on the West Side. Yeah, he's gonna be a fucking professional basketball player.
Bro.
South Side, yeah. That's crazy to me. So it's like, man, like I was doing it. I went up to the Rexplex in Kenosha with my boy Jay all the time and hooped against adults. Because I didn't play VAR. I didn't try out for my high school's basketball team, but I still kind of hooped on the side.
We used to play against old dudes at a school called Orr High School. So yeah, I know how.
Yeah. It's like, man, you just learn your talent, your confidence are going to be so much higher. But I know it's not going to be good for you in terms of like gaining attention from national scouts. Yeah. When you're 15, 16 years old trying to get a college, scholarship because.
Yeah, but it's different. But it's different for these
work.
type of dudes though, because Bronny James and Bryce James, these
right.
Kids, these are LeBron James's kids. They are already ranked before they came out the coochie.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, man. Even though, bro, if like for me, like how has Bronny James not been playing against professional players with his dad, like on summer runs or something? You know what I mean? Like, why even go? Like, bro, just hoop against adults. You're gonna get better, especially when all the adults are NBA players.
Facts.
I mean, I don't know.
You know,
Like these kids now, man, they just want to give it to them. It's like, oh yeah, here's a shoe deal. Oh, here's your college. Go here, do this, go do that. There's nobody who like, and that's why I fuck with Anthony Edwards and like some of these dudes that went to smaller schools, like, you know, didn't Damian Lillard went to like some fucking, you know,
small little team.
mid-major school.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I mean, the pathway's there.
I remember where D. Lil went, but I can never remember it.
It wasn't St. Bonaventure, and that was like, I think that was CJ McCollum and them when, or Lehigh. No, CJ went to maybe Lehigh. One of them,
Weber,
there was one of those dudes.
Weber State.
Weber State, yeah, Weber State. Is that an HBCU?
Ah, that's a great
No,
question.
that ain't. That's just a mid-major, I think.
Nah, it's a mid-major. Representing it's Ogden, or Utah.
Damian Lillard, dog.
Straight dog.
He's old now though.
Yeah, it's almost over with, bro. What Dame did, he waited too long to want to leave.
Absolutely, yeah.
If
Yeah.
if Dame had left
4 or 5 years ago,
I ain't even gonna say that 3 years ago, and went somewhere like Chicago where they
yeah,
needed
facts.
a point guard after losing Lonzo Ball, they would have
We
been.
would have had him before then.
Yeah.
If he left 4 years, you know, or yeah, like you said, like 3 years ago, yeah.
About 3-4 years ago, you could have.
Yeah, that was tough, bro. I didn't want, dude. I didn't want it, you know. But it's the fucking Bulls, bro. They don't. This scout. What I don't know what it is about Chicago sports outside of like the Blackhawks with, like, who's like these teams' director of player personnel and pro scouting? Who's telling the
Great question.
GM that these fucking players are good, bro? In all Chicago Bears obviously have that problem. The White Sox clearly, the Cubs clearly, the Bulls clearly.
While you trying to sneak your little shit in, we finna beat the dog shit out of you guys this year.
Hey,
you might as well face fact. Honestly, that's why you've been talking a lot of. That's why you've been talking a lot of shit. You've been scared this year, and I'm not even a Caleb fan, but you scared.
Nah, man, nah.
I know you are. That's why you've been.
You a Caleb fan, bro? You said 12 wins last podcast.
I did. I did.
Like for me, like it. I don't know what world that happens, man.
What you mean?
I just don't
we
see
did
it.
it to y'all with Mitch Trubisky. You think we can't do it again?
You don't have nobody like Khalil Mack on that team.
We ain't got nobody like Khalil Mack. What you mean? Our defense was number one.
That defense was literally elite, bro. Your defense isn't elite now. Not like that 2018 team, bro.
All right, so what makes us not elite on what makes us not elite? Only thing that we lack is the defensive line.
Offensive line. Going to be running for his life, which is why Justin Fields had so many rushing touchdowns because he had to run for his life. Tops in the league in sacks.
Did you not pay
every year he was in
when he got other linemen?
Bro, you got a second string backup from Buffalo that they didn't want to pay.
Yeah, that's understandable, but does that make him weak because he's the second stringer? Or
yes.
Okay.
Teams that were Buffalo, the only team that gave up more sacks than the Bears last year was Buffalo. Josh Allen been running for his life for a while.
Yeah, maybe
any offensive lineman from Buffalo ain't gonna be a good thing, bro.
Maybe the motherfuckers
they haven't had a good O line in a long ass time.
We'll see. We're gonna see.
Second, the depth at your safety position. When it's enough because you have to rotate safeties. When Byard's not on the field, who's next to Brisker? Tell me that person.
You say when Bryant's not on the field?
Or one of the two safeties have to rotate
in
or out, or the scheme where Brisker becomes a nickel, or Byard plays over the top in one cover.
What's the name play nickel for us?
Who?
Cal Gordon.
Because teams are going to make Brisker cover.
Cal Gordon plays nickel for us.
Exactly.
Stop it. He was on lockdown last year.
Lunch meat, bro.
Okay.
Who's Stevenson? That Stevenson kid. He was probably your number 2 defensive back last year.
Guaranteed. 100%.
It wasn't this Kyler. He's small, bro. Teams teams now going forward against
Bro,
their
I don't give a fuck
are
what you
going
say to
to
us.
line
We are
tight
going
ends
to beat the
against those
dog shit
small
out of
ass
you
defensive
guys.
backs
You can
and
keep
run y'all ass
this
up the seam,
fucking.
bro.
Oh, this guy was because he played. I don't give a fuck. You guys lost a lot of players too.
Who?
What you mean? Who? Your
Who?
offensive line ain't the same.
Completely the same.
You guys lost
Elton Jenkins still
Bakhtiari.
there. Murray, what?
You guys lost Bakhtiari, didn't you?
Yeah, but we got Walker who started 17 games for us. We
Bro,
lost in week 1 against the Bears.
we finna dog shit
He
y'all.
didn't give up a sack against
We
fucking
finna make y'all shit the bed.
Parsons.
Y'all finna shit the
Maga
bed.
Bosa didn't give up zero.
You guys are
Hutchinson,
straight up
zero.
ass wipes.
What?
Straight ass wipes. That's what y'all are. Straight
Bro,
ass.
we're gonna be
Wipe my
we're
ass.
gonna be the
and throw
first
you in the
seed.
toilet.
We're gonna be
That's what
top
we
3
gonna do.
seed in the NFL.
No, you're not.
We got the youngest team in football.
Yeah,
we're not gonna regress. We're only gonna get better. Teams
that's understandable. But
never.
this year is not going to be that year. Y'all might, and honestly, y'all might be
We're
better.
going to the Super Bowl, bro. We're going to the Super Bowl.
No,
We're
you're
going
not.
to the Super Bowl. We're gonna represent the NFC.
No, you're not.
We're the Lions. The Lions have shown they don't match up against us. They have no defensive backs too. They
The
have no
Lions
second.
are a
That's the
great
weakest spot on our
seasonal
team.
team. The Lions
They got
seasonal-
Hutchinson. That's about it.
They play great during the
They
season.
got Hutchinson. That's
When they
about
get
it.
to the playoffs, they shit the bed.
Yeah. And I'm not thinking that the Niners are going to be able to recreate that magic and stay as healthy as they've been. They got an aging team. They are well past the opportunity of cashing in the Super Bowl. They've been to 2, had a chance to go to 2 more to be 4, and didn't do it. For me, lightning doesn't strike like that all the time in the NFL. And I think one of these young teams, you got to look at the Eagles. For me, it's the Packers and the Eagles. One of those 2 teams are representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's that's really who I look at as my teams. Because like they look at the NFC, like you run it down, like even if you just pull it up from last year, on average, 3 teams out of every conference drop off and don't make the playoffs.
Yep.
On average. So sometimes 2, sometimes 3, depending. Who's going to be those 3 teams in the NFC to fall off? Who made the playoffs last year? Buccaneers, could they fall off? The Rams? Probably not. I mean, they got Seattle and the Niners. That division is going to take care of itself. Eagles and the Cowboys, Packers and the Lions.
Cowboys.
I think the Lions could be the team that misses the playoffs, bro.
Cowboys will be in it. Packers,
I think so too.
And this is my NFC North. I mean NFC prediction. Cowboys will be in it.
Yeah.
Eagles will be in it somehow.
No. Oh yeah. 5th seed or they win the division.
It's between Dallas and Philly. They're going to be interchangeable. One of them is either going to win the division and have a great season, and the other one is just going to teeter their way into the playoffs.
I'm with you.
I will give you, unfortunately, the fucking guys up north.
Bro,
of where I stay.
We got Josh Jacobs and McKinney, and we got. I mean, bro, we're just loaded at every position, bro.
Josh Jacobs, yeah, we'll see.
I mean, you just added a 26-year-old who's already led the league in rushing twice. No big deal.
Yeah, but he don't stay healthy.
For the offense that wants to run the ball,
he don't stay healthy.
22 personnel. He was healthy, bro. He's been. Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
He's been pretty fucking reliable. He gets banged up, but he's been. You can't lead the league in rushing and be injured. You can be banged up, but he ain't injured.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's gonna have a lot to prove for sure. You know what I mean? Because he is coming in and filling shoes for 33, who is a Green Bay Packer Hall of Fame.
100. I do.
No doubt about it. Aaron Jones. I love him.
Like the Bears should have when they got Dallas Turner and put him there.
Oh yeah.
Minnesota, man. Hey, don't.
And I like Sweat.
Can Jay?
They're gonna win fucking 5. If they win 5 games, I'll be shocked.
Many.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
they're gonna be off. They have no defense.
You ready for this? I think they beat Detroit.
Wow.
I think they beat Detroit.
All right.
Wow.
What did they play week 1? Did they play week 1? Is that what it is? No, they don't play week. I thought Minnesota and Detroit. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't see Minnesota being all that good. I mean, they got who who they go out and sign Andy fucking Dalton. Come on now. Then they got JJ McCarthy. Even Michigan didn't want him to throw the football. I like Hawkinson. Obviously, it depends on Justin Jefferson. They have no running game. You know, I don't know. I
All
know they
right,
got Aaron Jones, but talk about injury history.
Minnesota, they got it bad, bro.
They're gonna win 5 games, man.
So I didn't realize that their schedule was like this. So their first game
Bro,
is
they got don't
Giants.
they have an early bye week too?
They got the
Their
Giants.
bye week is like week 5.
Oh, I'll check. I'm gonna check that out. So we got the Giant. Not no we. They got the Vikings got
Yeah.
the Giants first. Then they
I
go.
think they can win that game.
I think they can win that game too. Then they got the 49ers.
L.
Then they got the Texans,
L. Yep.
Packers. I'm gonna give y'all that
In Minnesota or in Green Bay?
in Green Bay.
We win that game.
Yeah. Jets versus Vikings.
A-Rod's gonna have 5 touchdown passes.
Lions
He
versus
shreds that
Vikings.
defense.
Then you got Lions versus Vikings. I think. Let me
Yeah,
see.
that's an L.
Yeah,
That's like week
Minnesota. They
5.
gonna lose
Yeah.
because it's still gonna be warm in Minnesota too. Oh yeah.
Well,
Vikings
it's 2 dome teams. You know what I mean?
Vikings Rams. I think they can mess around and win this. I think they can
Nah,
beat.
Rams are gonna blow them out. Puka Nakua is gonna go off on them.
Oh, hey, he.
Puka, dude, and they got no slot DBs. I mean, they got nobody in the secondary over there. I mean, Harrison Smith's their best defensive back. He's a 35-year-old safety.
Colts versus Vikings. Colts.
Colts, Richardson, the dog. I think he's gonna have a bounce back here.
Yeah, I think he got to bounce back here after that
He
injury.
gives me Cam Newton 2015 vibes, bro.
Bro, he didn't have a bad season into the injury.
Yeah, I know they took him out a couple times at the end of the games or whatever, but I mean, I think that's more team and scheme and not him really.
Them not knowing how to deal with no quarterback that can actually move his feet.
Move, yeah.
Let's see.
Well, they got though. I mean, their head coach is the old offensive coordinator from Philly, who developed Jalen Hurts. So I mean, he's
But then they
familiar with
got the
that style of
Jags
game.
after that. They not
Is
beating.
it in Jacksonville?
Yep.
If it's in Minnesota, I'll give it to Minnesota.
No, it's in Jacksonville.
It's an L.
Then they got they got the Tennessee Titans.
I'll give him that win.
In Tennessee. I can get them that
I'll
win.
give him that win. I'll give him that win.
Then they play the Bears in Chicago. They're losing.
They lose in that game for sure.
Cardinals and Vikings in Minnesota.
I think they can win that game.
Yeah. The Vikings in Minnesota. I said the Vikings. I'm sorry, the Falcons and the Vikings in Minnesota. The Falcons. I'm sorry. The Falcons.
Yeah.
The Falcons are going to win the NFC South.
Buccaneers, bro. Buccaneers.
No, I think
far. Yeah.
I think
Bucks will win 10 games.
Listen. Honestly, I think Michael Penix has a solid year, bro.
You think he's gonna have a chance to play?
Yeah. You think Kirk Cousins is gonna come back 100% healthy? Hell.
Well, he's a pot. See, that's the thing. Like with Aaron Rodgers and him, they're white dudes who stand in that pocket.
Yeah.
They don't need an Achilles. You know what I mean? Like their game isn't running. So like, I mean, I know it's important to like for your foundation and your base, using your legs to throw the football. Like, especially like Aaron Rodgers knows it. He has to have legs. If his Achilles ain't there, he's gonna have a bad year. But them dudes ain't mobile and ain't running like that. So if they can keep him upright, he's gonna play the whole year just because of his arm talent alone.
He got the arm
And you
talent.
paid him all that money, he's gonna play. Hell or high water, he's playing because he just got
honestly, I think when he comes back, I think he gets hurt again.
Because I mean, it's inevitable. I mean,
think about it,
the
bro.
NFL,
The reason I say it is because you got to think about it like this, right? So yes, he has time to rehab, and his rehab is going to be him working on his foot. But he didn't really have time to really get himself back in football shape. He's going to be
Well,
off.
he's going to be having about a year, which is what, because he got hurt at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So, and he's been in that, Achilles factory with Aaron Rodgers down there doing voodoo witch doctor shit. So who the fuck knows what they do? And you know what I mean? I mean, I know that's where he's working out. He's posted videos on social media. I know Aaron Rodgers has. They both MAGA boys, so they down there whistling Dixie down there and fucking whatever it is in Florida.
I ain't mad at him. If it's gonna get me back on the field, I'm out there.
And it's gonna be a lot of turnaround and hand the ball off to Bijan Robinson, I think, early on. They got to get Kyle Pitts going, and I think the quarterback to do that is gonna be, because you got to pay Drake London if you think he's good. He's
Drake
coming
London's
up for the end of his rookie deal. So is Kyle Pitts.
Hey, I put it like this: you can let Drake London go all you want to. I'm pretty sure the Bears will have no problem.
He's just a speed guy.
That's cool, but that's all we need.
You think y'all finna give a bag to another wide receiver when you paid 2 free agents? And you drafted a guy?
What 2 free agent?
Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. Basically, you didn't draft them. You don't own the right. You know what I mean? So like, y'all don't have money like that. Bro.
Keenan Allen to be gone next year.
What, bro?
Yeah. He's 31 years. He's 31 years old on a 1 year deal.
Then why bring him in?
He's a borrow.
Why even fucking bring him in?
Because he's a borrowed player.
I don't know, man.
Think about it. Next year is
that charge when he played the Packers, man. He has so many jobs. I don't know, man. 5 years ago, I gave it to you, but like now, I don't. Bro, I don't see y'all making that move just to keep him from 1 year. I think Poles, because y'all traded for dude, right? He was under a contract with the Chargers, and he needed a contract, and y'all traded for him because he was going to get franchise tag, I think.
Yeah, they traded for him.
Y'all traded for him. So I don't think Poles is going to trade for dude and not try to re-sign him this offseason.
Dude ain't coming back. He too old. I'm letting you know. He not coming back.
What about Cole Kmet? Y'all re-sign him? He needs a bag.
I think Cole Kmet
get tight end I've ever seen in my life.
I think Cole Kmet get his money.
Wow.
And watch Cole.
Yeah, I mean.
And watch Cole Kmet dog the shit out y'all this year.
And what? Just so y'all can lose by 14 instead of 21 again?
No,
come on, man.
We gonna
come on, man.
All right. We beat y'all by 3 first.
Quay Walker got something for him. Bro.
We beat y'all by 3 first game.
You beat us by 3 in Green Bay?
Mm-hmm.
First game's in Lambeau.
That's fine. No, this is Caleb's first game in Lambeau. No, we lose in Lambeau.
Bro, y'all are gonna get dogged by 30.
No.
We're gonna zone. Bro, the film is gonna be out on them by then. Our new defense is gonna be coming out of OTAs, bro.
Okay.
We're going to a 4-3.
Congratulations.
We're gonna one of my guys, man. Hey, we're gonna have to give a toast to one of the dogs in the league overall, man. Preston Smith. I think he's gonna be.
We don't play y'all until November 7th.
Week 11. Yeah. After our bye week. Bro, we're gonna have a bye week. Bro, we have our bye week before y'all. So we play Thanksgiving and then we have our bye week and we play y'all.
First game in Chicago, my friend.
Oh, then that's even easier for us. We haven't lost in Chicago in a decade. Even in 2018. Remember that game in 2018?
This ain't
up 20 in the second half, and A-Rod on one leg.
Hey, what year
just starts dropping dimes on that defense.
Don't have A-Rod no more. Get out of that fucking fantasy.
We got Jordan Love. That's even better, bro. It's not going to just one guy. It's going to 5 different wide receivers.
That dude ain't he is over with.
He's fucking nice, bro.
Watch us hurt.
Watch us killer, dude.
Watch us hurt this motherfucker like we always.
Come on, man, bro. Why are you saying that?
Because we known for hurting.
You never hurt our quarterback.
Get the fuck
Why didn't y'all do
here.
it last year then? Y'all had Sweat last year in the second game. Y'all good.
Bro, okay.
Goose egg.
That's cool.
Goose egg for him.
That's cool.
He was going up against Zach Tom, and he was in a blender.
Aaron Rodgers, we ended Brett Favre's fucking career in a fucking Packers uniform. Stop it. Stop it.
Bro, he choked it in the playoffs against the
I don't want
Giants
to
in 07.
fucking hear it.
And we traded him to the Jets.
Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs smacked his ass, put him on the bench.
We were
Rodgers
first seed and won the division.
Don't matter. We eliminated y'all ass.
No, you didn't.
Elimination.
In 07?
Elimination.
When?
Elimination.
Bro, Brett Favre's last game in Green Bay was against the Giants in 07 when we lost in the NFC Championship game.
Bro, against the Giants?
That was his last. That was his last game in Green Bay. Was against the Giants.
It's plenty of
07 NFC Championship.
It's plenty of games where the Bears have destroyed your fucking quarterback and injured your quarterback. Go look it up.
But we still won.
It's according to what year it is.
Before Brett Favre took over, y'all had a 20-game lead on the series, bro. And by the time Aaron Rodgers has left last year, we're up 6. It isn't even close.
Bro. Who is your quarterback?
My all-time favorite quarterback?
No. Who is your quarterback right now?
Jordan Love.
I don't want to hear shit about no fucking Aaron Rodgers. He lives all the way in fucking New York.
Man.
I don't want to hear your bullshit about no.
And we traded him there, just like we did Favre.
Because he didn't want to fucking be there.
Isn't even, dude. He tried to get Jordan Love traded because he knew what was coming. He broke his thumb against the Giants in the England game, and didn't want to come out because he knew if he did, Jordan Love was going to go off in this Matt LaFleur offense.
Right.
Ask the Eagles later on that year how that worked out for him.
Okay.
In one quarter, he gave.
I can't wait to find out what it's
going
to look like this year when we fucking destroy his ass.
You already got evidence of it last year when we had rookies at wide receiver.
Bro, that's
Jaden Reed. Bro,
it's not
nobody knows who Dontavian Wicks is if it wasn't for the Chicago Bears.
That's cool.
And he has 5 touchdowns last year.
That's cool. That is absolutely cool.
Feasting on Kyle Gordon, bro.
That's fine.
Feasting. Brisket, come on now, man. Who's he covering? He ain't playing nobody.
You right.
He ain't playing nobody.
You right.
0 for 2 last year.
Mm.
You know, and I heard the same thing last year. Oh, this is the year. We got DJ Moore. We got a running game. Who was y'all? Khalil Herbert? Come on now.
Bro,
Who's your running back this year? Oh, you got Swift. Oh, yeah, y'all got Swift that nobody wants. He's so good, nobody wants him.
Who didn't want him? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Are you? Yeah.
His own team didn't want to give him a back.
I forgot. You told me already. You're fucking
drunk. How is he good when Montgomery had Monty did more in Detroit than Swift ever has? What are we talking about?
Bro,
Philly didn't want him.
We're talking about Philly didn't want him. He was the lead rusher in Philly that year.
And they didn't want to give him what'd you give him? $8 million?
Yeah.
They didn't want to give him that?
That's cool.
That's a Super Bowl team.
That's cool.
And they said, no, we straight. We're gonna go give Saquon the same.
That's a who?
Money. Who's better?
You say that's a who? That's a who?
They gave the same bag.
No. Stop what you saying. That's a who? What did you say they were? You said the Eagles were what?
I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Super Bowl team,
you're a fucking liar. You are a fucking liar, James Patrick.
They went to the Super Bowl.
They went to a Super Bowl. They're not a Super Bowl team.
But they're
a Super Bowl team wins
teams
it.
That can make this.
Then where were they this year?
They're in the caliber.
Where were they this year? Where were the Eagles this year?
Bro, it's hard.
Where were they?
It's the league.
It's hard. It's hard to hit that lightning strike.
But they were still a top.
It's over with.
What was their seed last year? What was their seed last year? Top 3 seed?
I think there was 4th. Remember, Dallas had a really great year, but couldn't do
Dallas
anything.
had the 5th seed as the best record non-division winner. I think Philly won that division. But they're still a Super Bowl caliber team, bro. They're in that echelon of 4 teams that you say that can make the Super Bowl. They're in that category. I mean, I think they won 12 games last year.
What seed were y'all last year?
We barely squeaked in, baby. We beat y'all to be the fucking
7. So that made Dallas was number 2 then.
Dallas was a 2nd seed?
Yes.
No, because they didn't. They won the division.
They were neck and neck. Hold on, let me go.
With
Let me go.
Philly.
I'm going to the. I'm going to what's the name real fast? The standings.
So I could pull it up on my phone too. Yeah, Eagles were 11-6.
Eagles were 11-6.
Yeah, Dallas was 12-5.
12-5.
Eagles were
But the thing was, Dallas had lost to the fucking Eagles.
Yep.
So that put the Eagles up against them in the West.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Bro, NFL be
Fucking Cowboys, bro. They always lose those games, bro. They always do. Bro, we went in there and mollywopped the fucking Cowboys when nobody thought we were going to be in that fucking football game. And we hung 26 on the head. Like that. We had Jerry turn around. They showed it after that pick six. They had Jerry old ass breaking his damn neck, looking
Hey,
around
you
at
Packers fans make my
his
ass itch, bro,
GM.
and I just get out the
Bro,
shit.
I'm telling you, bro. And we added Xavier McKinney, the best safety in the NFL last year. Come on, man. We a Super Bowl team, bro.
Bro, does that mean
We,
does that mean
we could lose Jair Alexander like we did last year for 11 games, and we know we're a playoff team without Jair Alexander. We lost David Bakhtiari and won a playoff game without him.
What did you say before?
We lost Devontae
Lightning
Adams
twice.
and Aaron Jones in consecutive years and still won a playoff game.
Lightning does not strike twice in a bottle.
It's not lightning though. It's not lightning though.
Know why?
Because it was a slow burn. We started off awful, remember?
Because the bottles.
Remember, dude, it wasn't lightning. It wasn't lightning though, man. It was a slow progression.
It's not
what y'all are hoping to do this year.
Okay.
The Bears are in the same position we were in last year. Unknown quarterback, don't know what you're gonna get with a bunch of dudes that you think should be good, but you don't know yet.
I would be a fucking liar if I told you that wasn't true.
Right. So for me, like, how can that be a bad thing? What we did, like, we went on a 5-game losing streak and won a playoff game. Have y'all ever gone on a 5-game losing streak in a season and like gone to still made the playoffs?
Yeah.
No. When? I don't even remember. Shit, bro. Rex had y'all balling, bro. Hit that little 2 quarterback duo with him and Kyle Orton. Kyle Orton put 40 on the Packers.
Like 5 games, bro.
Remember, it was that Christmas game, like way back in the day. I remember I was still in high school, I think. Kyle Orton, there was a Christmas Day game. I think it was in Chicago, and Buddy put up like 38 on the Packers.
Hey, Sexy Rexy was a motherfucker.
Y'all had the dog Matt Forte. Y'all had Matt Forte. That was the difference maker.
Matt Forte.
I love watching him run. Yeah, and to be honest, you haven't replaced his dude. He was like your best receiving threat. He did it all for you, man. Pass protection, dog. He was a 3-down back.
No, what's my boy that they let go to fucking Miami? Jordan
Jordan Howard.
Bro. Dog.
He isn't Matt Forte though.
Nah, he wasn't.
Matt Forte was a difference maker.
He wasn't Matt Forte because he was nowhere near can catch or what's the name. But
yeah, because Matt Forte got them hands for you.
You get Jordan Howard anywhere in the 20-yard line, tutty.
I mean, you got Swift now who can't block to save his life. Have fun with that. Bro, my thing is, man, like, it's very difficult to take a rookie quarterback. You got 3 wide receivers on paper. You got a tight end. You got a running back. As you know, one football, my boy. Like, it's difficult to disperse the ball. And all these dudes, like you said, Keenan Allen's how old?
31.
31.
Yeah.
These are DJ Moore is getting older now. He's going on his second I know he's still relatively young for football, but when you're in the league, like as long as he's considered a vet. You gotta cash it in. Swift, he's a vet. You gotta cash that in. You just Sweat. These dudes that you just signed this, free agent signing with a couple offensive linemen. You gotta win.
We ain't got too many more
There
years.
isn't no training wheels process to this. Whereas like for us last year, it was training wheels. We got a bunch of dudes that nobody's ever heard of before, other than maybe Christian Watt. And then as soon as you lose Bakhtiari week one,
y'all ain't gonna beat Minnesota one time because Jones gonna beat y'all. He's mad at y'all.
We always split with Minnesota. I remember last podcast. I already counted it in there. I already talked about it at nauseum last podcast. I already know we're gonna split. We're already gonna split with Minnesota. We always do. That'll be our only loss in the division too. Watch.
We're gonna have a punt return by the dude that we got from y'all for a touchdown.
Who'd y'all get from? Oh, Jonathan Owens?
Yep.
He's returning kicks?
I believe so.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's so good to hear.
If you return punts, it's gonna be ugly.
That ain't good, bro. That ain't good. You want a backup safety returning punts, not a wide receiver, especially with these new rules where it favors speed.
Cuddy.
He's awful, bro. He's cool. He's bomb on special teams, bro. When like on kick coverage, he get as a gunner, all that, bro. He with this new rule change, man. That's another thing, man. We should definitely get into is that new rule change on kickoffs, bro. It's going to that UFL stuff. There's going to be blocking schemes. There's going to be running lanes for somebody, bro, with this new kickoff rule.
Don't be surprised to see Justin Fields get a couple run backs.
No, man, he can't do that, bro.
What?
That wouldn't be a good look.
What?
I hope he doesn't do that.
I hope he don't either. But
I hope he doesn't do that, man.
But it's gonna be a couple times.
And I'd be trolling Justin Fields, man, but that's only because the hype that the Chicago media gave him.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you.
He was a good worker in Chicago. I heard he was a great guy.
A fucking workhorse, bro.
I heard he was a great guy in the locker room. I heard he worked out great. I have nothing but high marks.
Honestly,
as a quarterback, I'm
gonna keep it 100. I think they pulled the trigger too fast, bro, on him. I think this year probably would have been his year that he actually started showing.
I agree, man.
But
I agree.
Supposedly we couldn't pass.
I think they should have hell or high water. Fuck the fan. I think ownership and the GM, top down, definitely failed him, no doubt. Those first 2 years when they had the Red Rocket, when you had Andy Dalton and
Nick Foles.
I forgot. I know it's bad. I know they suck, and I'm not saying nothing. But you had no fucking team anyway. So let the kid watch and just be a professional quarterback, man. Mm-hmm. And just let him watch for a year.
You put him in and
just say, hey, we drafted Justin Fields, and sorry, fans, but you're not going to see him for a year and a half. It's just not going to happen, other than preseason. That's what I think y'all should have done. Go the Green Bay route.
Unless all of these old dudes really get hurt to a point where they can't play.
Which is kind of what happened. Because I know Andy Dalton had that shoulder thing, so but then again, it's like, man, you had Nick Foles there. I heard there was tension there in the locker room with that.
Yeah, because he's like, why you bring me here if you're gonna bring Andy Dalton here and this fucking dude here?
Yeah.
But Nick Foles ain't really been ever.
No, he's mid. He's below mid.
He had
one good season, bro. He had that one good game.
It wasn't even one good season. It was a one good couple. What he had five games.
Wentz got injured. He was on an MVP. Wentz got injured. He was on MVP track
immediately.
Philly, baby. That Philly special got him,
bro. See, this is the thing about Philly, bro. And I hate Philly fans, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. No disrespect to them, but I hate y'all, right? So this is the thing about Philly fans, right? When have y'all ever had a fucking bad team? Y'all have never really had bad teams.
They've had, bro, when they had fucking what was that dumbass's name? Who was that coach? He was at UCLA recently. He's a bum. They were fucking awful. I mean, I know they had players, but they were fucking awful.
My point exactly. Their teams be good. The coaching might be terrible, and that's not none of the players' fault. But if you go and look at, let's say you're playing Madden, their roster always top notch.
They were consistent. Yeah.
Always consistent, but never consistent with play.
Yeah, I mean, but I think that's every team. I mean, every team I think has like ups and downs. You know, I mean, even Aaron Rodgers, like, you know, look at 28. I mean, like, I've never. I mean, personally, bro, I've never seen like a top five. My team picking the top five my entire life, so I don't know. I've seen one top 10 pick. You know, AJ Hawk. That was back in 2000 and fucking. I think
Dog.
Harvey was
I
still
give
our
him that.
quarterback, like 05, 04.
AJ Hawk was a fucking.
You know, dude, leading tackler in all-time Packer history. Like that's insane to think about when you think about the linebackers that we've had in history. But you know, like we've had bad records. You know, I think every team kind of has like even with a good roster, like a couple guys get Aaron Rodgers hurt his shoulder against the Vikings. Anthony Barr, fuck you, you took out. I think that was a year that we were going to win the Super Bowl. Was that 2016 year? But yeah, you know, A-Rod goes down. We only win like 6 games. We lost Aaron Rodgers that year to a broken collarbone. We still beat the Bears twice that year. No big deal. Shout out Deshaun Kaiser from Notre Dame. There we go. Literally his only win in the NFL that he started and won is against the Chicago Bears. No big deal. But you know, for Philly, Shady McCoy and all those guys, like, you know, I'm for the life of me, I'm trying to remember that damn coach's name, bro. He just retired. I don't remember his name, but he was fucking bad. Even the Niners a few years back. What was it? A few years back, bro, when Kittle got injured and Jimmy Garoppolo blew his ACL out. I think it was like pre-COVID or right around COVID year. You know, when he tore his ACL, they just got in. You know, you get riddled with the injury bug, man. The Cowboys a couple years back, they were one of the worst teams in the NFL. They had a top pick. How they got, you know, Micah Parsons, even though they still had a pretty good roster.
They're good.
What?
The Cowboys are trash even when they're good.
It's wild to me because I 100% agree with you. I like the Cowboys. My favorite player of all time is Emmitt Smith. But how are you bad and good? Like literally within like the same game, within the same like 2-3 weeks of football play, you could look amazing, and then you have football plays where you're like, bro, how are you like a legitimate winning football team with some shit like this? Like that Branch dude last year going off for pick sixes left and right after Diggs goes down. And then out of nowhere, in one game, in the playoffs, when you're like, oh, we should be able to tee off on this team, you shit down your leg. I mean, it's like top down, the whole team just didn't play good. Up until that point, they were rolling, bro. The Cowboys were rolling last year.
Hey, Cowboys was looking good, but they trashed.
It was looking good.
Shit,
and they ran into a buzzsaw.
The Cowboys have always had a great offensive line. They always had a solid defense as long as
super solid offensive lines for sure.
And like never get over
the running game. They've always had somewhat of a running game.
Notch.
Yeah.
Always top notch. But I never seen them.
Can't catch the big one. They got that. I think it's a Jerry Jinx.
Yeah, I've
been calling it for a few years.
Jerry J.
I was like, bro, I've been calling it for a couple of years now. It's the Jerry Jinx. He talks all this shit. It's like can't get right, bro.
Tell him to shut the fuck up and stop overbuilding this stadium. Bro, he wastes so much money on the stadium that shit.
Yeah. I mean, he's paid guys, but I mean, you just need depth. Man, to win the Super Bowl, bro, you need so much depth and luck. It's like the Chiefs and bro, that Tampa Bay Brady year, they had dudes coming off the bench that would start on NFL teams, bro.
Facts.
You know, I know he's a starter now. I can't Vita Vea.
Yeah, Vita
like
Vea.
At the beginning of the year that year, dude gets injured. He's not even playing. They got a rotational guy in there, and then he starts rotating, and Vea just pops off at the end of that year on that Super Bowl run. It's like, bro, where the fuck did this guy come from?
Hey, Vita Vea was my boy.
And he wasn't even playing for most of the year. That's a dog in the middle, bro. That's a dog in the middle. When he played every time, like we played Tampa Bay last year. He's bro. We got two dudes on that guy.
He coming up
strong
the middle.
As shit.
Yeah,
he's strong as shit. and he plays with so good leverage, bro. He can stop the run. It's like, fuck, man. But when he's not in there, that Tampa Bay Bucks defense, gettable. You can get them,
Oh, trust me.
but you got to be able to run the ball in Tampa.
Trust me.
You got to be able to run the ball on them.
Justin went stupid on him. Our defense just couldn't save nothing, bro.
He had that scene. Bro, did you see that picture I posted during the year? Bro, wide ass open. And you took a 4th down sack. You got 2 touchdowns in that fucking same play. So for me, like, even going back last year too, like, oh, it's coaching, it's all that. It's like, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
That shit comes with what's the name? Like, sorry, not everybody's quarterback got to sit behind a great Aaron Rodgers.
Bro, but the thing with that is, man, like, it's not like Aaron Rodgers teach him how to break down a damn defense.
I'm pretty sure he did. He might not, but the things that you can see Aaron do,
it's a completely different offensive system.
It might be
we ran West Coast with A-Rod, bro.
It might be
strictly all play action.
Yeah, you can run all of that, but if you sit behind somebody great and your time comes up, you can mimic that shit. Especially if you're a guy like me. Like me, I can sit back and I can watch a good running back and be like, oh shit. Okay, he hit the 2 hole instead of the 1 hole, even though he was running a 21. Oh, why did he hit the 1 hole instead of the 2 hole when he was supposed to go right? He went left. Oh, because he seen that this part opened up. Like, if you're a guy, sometimes you don't need nobody to tell you shit. Sometimes you just need to see it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, dude didn't see it because that motherfucker out of there, and Caleb Williams ain't gonna see it either, my boy. He's not. I really hope y'all are gonna be okay with the letdown that y'all are about to get this year, bro. I hope you're good. I hope for the sake of the show, we can go back and forth and the Vikings have 5 wins and the Lions I think that's a team, bro, that's going to get teed off on this year because they're no longer the Hunters. Nobody's taking Detroit lightly. Teams are going to fucking smack them in the mouth, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They have no defense.
You ready for this?
They have no defense.
Not only that, who is the quarterback now? Stafford?
Jared Goff, bro.
Golf, I'm sorry.
Just blitz him. Blitz him. That's all you got to do.
That's it.
Just consistently blitz the guy. He's going to get you every now and again. Amon-Ra is amazing.
We beat the
Amon-Ra's amazing.
That's it. Put a safety over.
It wasn't
put a safety over the top of him and let your fucking cornerback shadow him. It's over with. It's over with.
Yeah.
They were dumb when they gave up TJ Hawkinson for nothing.
Dude, I like him too in Minnesota, but he just got no quarterback.
Yeah, no QB.
I like the guy that they got there now, man. That dude Laporta, that motherfucker can catch it. Yeah. He's a dog, bro. They got. I will give it to Detroit. I like their GM, bro. He makes some
moves. I like that.
Kudos to that guy. He's turned around that franchise.
I like the coach too. He just can't get over the hump.
Fucking can't. I'm not a Campbell guy.
A lot of people aren't.
It's all fluff. It's all that rah shit at some point. I don't know, man. Because that's what he is. I mean, it's not his offensive system or his defensive system. That's Ben Johnson's offense. He's just sort of like a Mike Tomlin type, a game, watch over the team, make sure guys are fucking there on time.
Watch Mike
do the bed checks.
Watch Mike Tomlin turn Justin Fields into this fucking dog.
Bro, I hope with every fact, because in the locker room, I have narratives with Justin Fields already set up from and I got screenshots on my phone, bro, where I already set up the narrative that when Justin Fields leaves, he's going to get immediately better. And he's going to play the Bears. At some point in his future career, Justin Fields is going to play the Bears. And he's going to run all over you motherfuckers, dude. And I can't, personally,
I've said that.
I'm here for it. Because I already got it set up where the Bears.
Weren't on my page at the time, but if you go back on my page, I said the same thing. Because I am a Justin Fields fan, bro, and honestly, I'm still low key hurt about the Justin Fields trade, especially for this.
I've heard a couple guys on the radio out there too that were like, man, but you got to reset the salary. You got to reset the contract. I don't know, man. It's a hard position.
Like my thing is, all right. if Justin didn't work out this year, then you say, okay, we have to reset, the position. But if we get to a point where he had a great year this year and he was worth the money, you honestly could have lowballed him because he knew for the last couple years he ain't been showing. So you could have probably got him for 4 years, you know what I'm saying, 105 million, some shit like that, $110 million. But now you send him away. You
I think he'll get 225, like 5 for 220. If he beats Green Bay and y'all make the play, bro, if y'all make the play, if you beat us and you make the playoffs and y'all do what the Packers did, he's getting
he gets
300
paid.
million.
Yeah, he gets
He's
paid.
getting 300 fucking
But
million.
like I tell people right now, if he didn't get injured, we're in the playoffs.
I don't know, man.
He already beat Minnesota. He
only missed 3-4 games.
Yeah, but we lost 2 games in the midst of that. Now I say we would have lost one, and one of them was a toss up. We was guaranteed gonna lose to
Badger didn't play bad though.
He didn't. But
is he still on your team? You're all letting him go to the UFL.
Who knows? Who knows with us?
Is that your backup? Because if that's still your backup,
I think he is still our backup though. Tyson Bagent.
You're only as good as your backup.
And that kid can't.
Packers are in trouble. Packers are in trouble if Jordan Love goes down, bro. If Jordan Love does go down, we're in trouble. We're in trouble big time.
Well, November 7th.
We got this Sean Clifford dude from Penn State in the 6th round last year. And I don't know. I mean, he's made some decent throws at practice and OTAs. He's looked good, but in last year, what game was it? Man, there was a game we were kicking the shit out of somebody, and he came in and he made some. Bro, he also got some time in at quarterback in the Cowboys game when we called off the dogs when it was like 41-16. We put in all our backups, and that's when the Cowboys started making that little comeback. Because we only won. You look at the game on paper. I think we only won the game by like 13. But I mean, I think it was like 41-16 when we took all our starters out. And our backup quarterback came in there, and he's still slung it around a little bit to like Bo Melton, couple of the young wide receiver guys.
I love your that you just feel like your Packers team is just gonna be this fucking shit running.
Bro, we draft and develop. This is what we do, man. I've seen it already. I've seen it already, man. Bro, the same year we drafted Jordy Nelson, we also drafted James Jones, who led the league in touchdowns at one point. You know what I mean? The same year that we drafted Clay Matthews, we also drafted a little old, offensive lineman that eventually y'all signed named Sitton. He came in and played the drafting and the developing of a young team. You don't have, and like, because we don't have an owner, man. So like our team just functions differently because, there's not like a financial objective as Caleb Williams has to make your ownership money. It's a business for them too. We don't have that. You know what I mean? He already has for sure. But if he goes down, week 2, or if he's a bust and you're starting all over again, merch goes down, you're doing the same cycle. And not even Caleb Williams. The guys that you have below him on your roster that you've surrounded him with, you got to pay them. There's so much turnover in the NFL. I think how we just structure our team is so much different than the rest of the NFL because we don't rely on free. This was the first year that you could probably say that Green Bay went out and was aggressive in free agency in the history of my lifetime. I mean, I was a kid when we got Reggie White, and that was only one guy. We went out and got 2 Pro Bowl players.
Reggie,
I've never seen that. You know what I mean? I mean, like Julius Peppers was already, he was nice, but it wasn't prime Julius Peppers. I mean, he already played with y'all. He already went to the Super Bowl with Panthers. He was well past what he was early on in his career when he played with Green Bay. I don't consider him a top 5 free agent signing. So to add 2 free agents strategically with a roster, our oldest player on offense is Elton Jenkins at 28 years old. That's our oldest player. Our oldest player on defense is Preston Smith. He's 30. That's our oldest player, bro. So it's like, and I saw it with Aaron Rodgers. I saw it then. We're doing this. We just did the same thing over and over. We just did it again, bro. We really did in the span of 2 years. We lost Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Jones in consecutive years. 3 consecutive years, we lost 3 best players at their position, tops of their craft, obviously. Lost them, no big deal. Still won without 2 of those guys. Won the majority of our games last year without Aaron Jones. I know he had 3 touchdowns in the playoff game. We got to the playoffs without Aaron Jones as our running back. He was out 12 games last year with his hamstring. No running game for a first-time starter Jordan Love. Christian Watson, he was out, hamstring issue, in and out of this season. I think he only played 7-8 games total. Who's Dontavian Wicks? Who's Jaden Reed? Who's Romeo Dobbs? Who's Luke Musgrave? All those dudes caught 6 touchdowns or more. Actually, I think Wicks only got 5, but still. And then like we could even lose Christian Watson, and you can roll Bo Melton out there who made multiple touchdown catches, and you'd be like, oh, it's no big deal. We could probably lose Dobbs and Watson in consecutive years because we're gonna have to pay Jordan Love. We're not gonna be able to pay 2 top wide receivers, especially if Christian Watson plays better. He's gonna get a big deal. Wide receiver money's big. We're not gonna be able to pay everybody. We could probably lose Watson, no big deal. We got Jaden Reed there, still on his rookie deal. I don't know, man. Like just how we sort of formulate our team with these draft picks, bro. Like every year we have 10 draft picks. Every year since, I mean, I definitely want to say at least 2020, we've had more than 8 picks in the draft every year. So it's like we don't trade, teams trade picks to acquire talent, and I understand that, but for us, it's like we value drafting a guy. We drafted Aaron Jones in 2016? He didn't really pop off until Matt LaFleur got there in 2019. He was on our bench for 2-3 years without even really playing like that. We had Jordy Nelson and James Jones, and we drafted Devontae Adams in the 2nd round. And dude, if you could have seen Packer fans when we first drafted Devontae Adams, can't catch, runs like Bambi, can't get in and out of his breaks, slow footwork. About Devontae Adams, who's the best top 3 route runner in the NFL right now, without even debating it. We drafted him, and we still had Jordy Nelson. So it's like we layer our players that we already drafted with players that can come in underneath them. So when that player moves,
make them Packers sound real good, bro.
It's just what we do.
No, it's not.
The Niners kind of do it similarly.
Just happen to get lucky on a couple players, and it is what it is.
I don't know if it's. I mean, you can't do it for 30 years and call it luck, because we've been doing it since for a minute now.
Do you smell the shit that you talk?
It's just what I go. I just go off what I see, and that's just what we do. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what.
Yeah, I know. There's definitely been some playoff letdowns. We should have won more Super Bowls. But that shit's hard, man. And I don't know.
We're gonna have.
I'll take consistently being good and having a chance to be in that game than to be a top 5 pick in the NFL every year.
Hey, bro, I'm not from there, but you got to show me. I'm not talking. Show me.
I mean, turn on the film from last year, man.
Hey, last year
it wasn't even close.
Last year ain't this year, and this year is something different.
Yeah, you had a better. I mean, I don't know, man.
We'll see.
That's my thing. If we already did that, what difference is in your team, really?
It's a couple differences.
There's a couple differences, but it's only personnel. It's not structural foundation, movement type pieces.
We'll see.
Swift doesn't move the needle in the division.
Maybe not.
Right. Bayer doesn't move. I mean, those guys are good players. They're good players. They're good professional players. But
what
they're not moving.
What if Bayer has 7 interceptions and what if Swift has 1,200 rushing yards? Then it's a whole different type of what's the name. See, things can
7 picks. Whew.
I'm just
I
saying
mean, that's up there.
that's up there.
That's up there
It's a
for
high
safety.
exaggeration, but I'm speaking of
And he's slow, bro. He's slow as shit.
3 of them
Yeah,
against Green Bay.
you know, I'll say this: if you get out to it, and I think I said it last podcast, bro, like 8-9 wins, I don't see why you guys can't win 8. I don't see why y'all can't go 8-9 or like be 9-8 in that last week of the season. Y'all play us in Lambeau again to end the season.
Finally beat you.
And it's like, man, if that could be a game, if y'all upset and y'all become, y'all make the wild card.
When we upset.
Caleb Williams is that,
when we upset.
that will be the biggest year in the history of the Chicago Bears since 1985. It'll be the biggest year. 2018 was a flash in the pan, obviously, because that didn't last. So, like, now that you have a young quarterback and you already make a playoff game and you win a playoff game, like, there's more than one example. We can take Jordan Love out of it. You could have had CJ Stroud already. So it's like, if he does win 9 games or 10 games and y'all win a playoff game, with the youth that you have with a Dunze and DJ Moore under contract, it'll be the biggest year in the history of the Chicago Bears if y'all make the playoffs and win a playoff game. Especially if you win a playoff game. I don't even remember the last time y'all did that. So you can't. I'm not counting that as a for sure thing because the NFL is hard. But at the same time, if y'all win a playoff game, bro,
I'll put it like this: if Caleb Williams makes it to the playoffs this year, I will be the
start building the statue.
Yeah, 100%.
Start building the statue now.
Yeah,
because I mean, and then it just goes back to like, bro, if he could do it, why couldn't get over the hump with with Justin Fields? But hey, that's why for me, it's like a long shot that y'all do that. Where in reality, like, bro, I don't see why y'all can't. But for me, when I think about how football is, and you play ball, bro, like it goes beyond like, oh yeah, we got a couple dudes. Like there's strategy. It just how the schedule just breaks down for you. Like you're playing teams at certain times where they could be playing better than what they were at the beginning of the year than when you played them. I think if you win 7 games and go 7-10, huge success. Something to fuck, especially if you were like the Detroit Lions from like, what was it, 2-3 years ago, where they missed out on the playoffs, but they played Green Bay in the last week and they beat us, and that sort of gave them that confidence going into last year. That's sort of like kickstart them, bro. Like if you could be in that position, I think that would be a very successful year for year one for Caleb Williams for sure. But as far as Green Bay,
James Patrick,
first seed.
Me Super Bowl, personally, baby. I think you're a really good guy, but I think you're
a good guy too, man.
I think this is the year that you guys get smacked in the fucking mouth and you guys see what it really is. I know that you're a Packers fan. You're a diehard Packers fan.
Kenny Clark's gonna have something to say about that.
I can give a fuck about you or Kenny Clark. How about that?
What is it? 2 or 3 time Pro Bowler? We got some Pro Bowlers I mean, bro, for real though.
Do we even take the
better, bro? For me as a Packers fan, the expectation, like every Packers fan should be thinking what I'm thinking. I think.
Do we actually take the Pro Bowl serious though? Like,
but I mean, when you're being judged amongst your peers, and the game doesn't matter. But I mean, like, you know what I mean, like or like an All Pro Bowler, like when you're being evaluated amongst the people in your position.
Yeah,
and it really is like a peer evaluated sort of thing. Like other DTs know, Kenny Clark's that guy, But I think
we'll see this.
If I came on here and I just said, "Oh, I hope to win 10 games and sneak in," I'd be fronting. I'd be capping hard, bro. I don't think this podcast deserves anything less than a Super Bowl champion to be crowned in this motherfucking podcast this year.
Yeah, I think
it's either us or Detroit.
Hold on, let me sit back.
It's either us or Detroit, bro.
You see how I'm sitting?
I see how you sitting, bro.
See how I made the crown?
Hey, yeah, I mean, you got that gaudy ass orange in there, but that's okay. I forgive you.
You know what it is, baby.
New rule. Whoever is the division winner should have the crown be their color.
I will do that. I got that. I will swap it. Whoever is
Yeah.
the division winner, I will
The
change.
division winner should have the crown in their color.
Okay.
Like that powder blue, that would be fine. And then maybe like the dots on the like first, second, third, and fourth place should be the colors of, you know what I mean? Like first one would be Detroit, and then obviously Green Bay, and then obviously, you know what I mean, Minnesota, and then what, y'all came in the last in the division again.
I feel you.
Oh man, bro, I just don't see. I mean, I love, bro, I love Bears fans, bro, because they talk, bro, like the media, y'all media, man, fucking elite shit, bro. How y'all can spin it, the view of the angle of how these videos come out, bro. And then like when dudes that were at the practice be talking about like, you know what I mean, like what they saw at practice, it's like, oh, the clips look great. And then you see dudes on Twitter, hey, got their home video of the practice on their cell phone, and they're talking shit. I'm gonna take the dude's word who was there, because you can manipulate camera angles and, oh, this looks great, bro. You didn't see one fucking video of Jordan Love throwing a fucking pass in OTAs, and there was a reason for that. Even going back to last year when we knew he was starting, you didn't see shit of that motherfucker throwing the football, bro. I don't like what they do strategically to put players in a position to fail. Because the first sign of adversity, the fucking Chicago media fans, bro. Them fucking suburb fans, they don't care. Oh, all those videos. What about all those the clips? Oh, the train. Oh, the coaches were talking you up. Oh, you had the best practice in the history of the Chicago. I remember on one of the things last year with Justin Fields was in a training camp practice. He went like 8 for 8, some crazy shit. They called it the best practice in the history of the Chicago Bears, bro.
That he was gonna be MVP after that.
And I was like, because there's some fucking two-hand touch. What are we talking about? So it's like, man, you know, he's another guy that I wish Caleb had somebody in front of him that sit and watch 1 year. You know what I mean? Just because going from college, you're going through the pre-draft process. I know he didn't do anything at the combine, pro day. It's a long season, man. And then you're going to go into a 17-game marathon against some grown men trying to make money. And that's a whole different dynamic than I think by the middle of the season, you're going to start to see teams scheme you differently based on offensive tendencies. I saw it with the Packers. You're going to see it. It's inevitable. It's what happens. Yeah, week 1, you got to come out and you got all these secrets with Caleb, what he can do and what he can't do. Titans haven't seen anything. So you're going to have a whole off season to prepare for one team. And it's like, for me, that's the game that you're going to want to see everything so early to see what Caleb looks like. You gotta hold him back, man. You can't show everything all at once, because once you get into week 7, week 8, week 9, when you play your first division opponent, if you got tendencies there, it's not going to be a good look with these defenses, especially if there's tendencies. Oh, Caleb does this on third down. It's third down breakdown. You play linebacker, man. Like, what quarterbacks look for when they're dropping back. You read the game with your eyes, especially great linebackers. They play the game with their eyes, not with their body. Yep. So it's like, dude, he comes out and you start throwing the ball all over the fucking field with all your fancy weapons. By week 7, week 8, week 9, you've shown on film what those weapons can do or can't do, or what position you put DJ Moore in, what position you put Adunze in, what position you put Keenan Allen in. And if it becomes a trend, that's not going to be good for a young quarterback. Many young quarterbacks have failed because of that. Andrew Luck has been one of them. He got his asshole blitzed inside and out because on third down, every single time, no matter what, he was a pocket quarterback. Bro, you go back and look at film, every third down, Andrew Luck was bailing out of that pocket, and linebackers knew it. And they couldn't blood in the water, dude.
Smelt
You
them.
know, and it's like you can show signs of being fucking amazing, and then you go out there and teams fucking have some film on you, and you have nothing to sort of break that mold of what you're comfortable in. It can turn bad quick, and I don't want to see it because I think y'all deserve. The fans are so loyal, bro. Y'all deserve it. I've had so much fun watching my team, man. I know if you guys have Caleb Williams and y'all reach where you think you're gonna reach 12 wins, go to the playoffs, bro. I'm here for it. I'll take my L. I have no problem taking L's, bro. That's another thing about me.
Well,
I have no problem. If Caleb goes out there and beats us, I gotta see it. I just gotta see it, bro.
well, this year will be the year, and we hope and pray over here that
It's gonna be a fun year, man.
we at least split. But we want to thank
I got one question.
Go ahead.
Sorry, dude. I have one
You
question for
good.
you. You have a new defensive coordinator and a
I
new
believe
offensive
we do.
coordinator, yeah?
Yeah. I gotta check out who they are, but yeah,
I think his name is Eric Williams, is y'all defensive coordinator.
we'll figure it
I
out.
think he came over from Philly. I can't remember though.
If he came from Philly, that's
Any
tight.
players that have been popping off in OTAs from what you heard?
Oh, I don't pay attention to that.
Oh, you don't pay attention to that.
I don't pay attention to OTAs because ain't no real pressure.
Like where guys are lining up, you don't follow where guys are like lining up for your
Not yet.
defense and nothing like
Because if anything,
Well-
if they smart, you'll put Keenan Allen in the slot.
that. Yeah. Or like your like for me, because we're going to a 4-3, I don't really worry about all that skill position. That'll work itself out. But
Yeah.
like defensive line rotations, how we got Kenny Clark and we got a couple rookies there, like Wooden and Brooks, who were rookies last year, where they fit in with our new 4-3 system, and having, a rookie linebacker that we drafted high in this Edrin Cooper kid from Texas A&M, who they're saying is a 3-down line dog. They're saying I didn't even know. I mean, I've seen a little bit. I've seen him flash, but I was asleep. I'm not even gonna lie. As a Packer fan, I was asleep.
100, man.
Last week, man, I was on the computer, bro. I'm not asleep no more. This motherfucker can run, bro.
If his college game really translates over, because he can read defenses. I mean, read offenses. If it translates over, you guys got a solid middle linebacker, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, we're gonna him and Quay Walker is our green dot.
So he'll be somewhere in the middle.
He'll be right now. We got him like as a will.
Okay.
Right now he's our will.
Okay.
So we'll see in like how our safety room with Bullard breaks down and like but he hasn't even been lining up as a second safety. We've been lining up this Anthony Johnson Jr. kid from last year. He was a 7th round rookie last year, played 300 snaps for us, and he's been lining up next to Xavier McKinney as that second safety. There's a lot of personnel shit that I've been following with Green Bay.
We'll get on to it on the next show.
Word.
Yeah, but we are about to get up. We want to thank everybody for all those who have sat down and watched. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, please put your people on us, man. We trying to make it big.
Give us some comments, give us some feedback. What we can get better at.
Get us to 100. Get us to 100 subscribers right now. We're just trying to get to 100 subscribers right now.
We're here.
Hey James, I just want to let you know one thing, right?
Love you, bro.
Love you too, bro. Pack us up.